came by this afternoon just to give some motivation as we prepare to go into this new week. New week, the first week of 2021. I want you to know today that He knows your name. He knows your name. He knows my name. He knows her name. He knows all of our names. Isn't that amazing? Come on, you ought to know and you ought to say that I am His own. So glad that He knows my name. Good afternoon, good afternoon. I came by today to share some motivation and some empowerment as we prepare to go into this new week of this new year. Yes, we started out, hello, my sister. We started out this new year a few days ago, but we're going into the first week, the first work week. And honestly, some of us have been off of work for the holidays. That will be me. And we are returning to work, returning back to what we would normally do. And I wanted to come by and I wanted to share some motivation and some encouragement. First of all, I want to say Happy New Year to those of you who I haven't said Happy New Year to already. Happy New Year, and we are believing God that this is going to be a great year. This is going to be a year like no other. We are going to receive bountiful blessings. God is going to open up doors that we've never seen before. He's going to do things that He's never done before. He is going to answer some of our prayers this year in 2021. I know that 2020, it was a different year, a year that some of us have never experienced. But I don't want you to be troubled about the year that we had in 2020. I want you to know that I truly believe with all of my heart, my mind, and my spirit that 2021 is going to be an amazing year. It's going to be an amazing year for each of us. But what I want to do is to remind you this year, make sure that you make time for self-care for yourself. Self-care for yourself. We as women, we do so much for others. We nurture others. We're mothers, we're grandmothers, we're pastors, we're leaders. Some of us have leadership positions on our job. And sometimes we leave ourselves for the very last. I want to say to you today, make you a priority in 2021. I want you to know that self-care is not selfish, but yet it is essential. If we don't take care of ourselves, mind, body, and spirit, This is so very important. And I don't mean on the outside for what we do for ourselves on the outside. I mean for us to work on ourselves on the outside, but mostly on the inside. For us to do that work that is necessary for the inside, that internal work, that work that we sometimes don't want to do because sometimes it brings up pain or it brings up bad memories. But I want to tell you that that work is so necessary, because if we don't do that work, it is going to come up some way or another. I want you to realize that self-care is going to be so vitally important for us in the year of 2020. Good afternoon for those of you who are joining. I want you to know that we really must make it a priority. We must learn how to put ourselves first sometimes. Yes, some of us don't know how to do that. And the truth of the matter is, some of us feel bad about doing that. Why? We have our husbands, or if we're not married, we have a significant other, or we have our children, we have our grandchildren. And the truth be told, we're always doing something for somebody else. I want you today, I want to tell you what I do to make sure that I get self-care in. One of the things that I do to make sure that I get self-care in for myself is I do it when I first get up in the morning, when everybody is still asleep. I take that time to get in tune with not only God, but to get in tune with myself, to get in tune with how I feel, to get in tune with my feelings, to get in tune for what I am going to be dealing with on that day. I do it early. I do it before anybody else is up, before I have to do anything for anybody. And honestly, I don't have any small kids, so I really don't have that problem. But I'm suggesting that you do it. If you have kids, or you have small kids, or you have grandkids, I am suggesting that moving forward in this new year, that you will get up a little earlier and that you will make time for you. Make time to read your Bible. Make time to have that intimate prayer time so that you can connect with God. Take that time to do positive affirmations. Take that time to hear not only God's voice, but to hear your voice. This year, I want you to use your voice more. Many of us don't like to hear ourselves talk. We don't like to hear ourselves speak. But I want you to know that the power that you need, it comes from Him, and it's also on the inside of you. Use your voice more in 2021 by doing affirmations, by doing pep talk, by looking at yourself in the mirror, by encouraging yourself. You may not like what you always see in the mirror, to be honest, but speak to her. Speak to who you see in that mirror. Speak to the good, because you're going to have some good days, but then you're going to have some bad days. And that's where we want to give up. We want to throw in the towel. We want to end things because we have a bad day. I came to encourage you that I want you not to become discouraged when you have those bad days. I want us to start early in 2021. I want us to start like tomorrow. If we have not done these things, I want us to start now. I'm believing that this is going to be an amazing year for us, but it is going to take us being fully involved. I preached the sermon today to my congregation, releasing unnecessary weight. The scripture that I used came from 2 Colossians verses 6 through 10. Sometimes we're not able to spend that intimate time with ourselves because we are bogged down with problems, with burdens, with issues, with heartaches, with pain. I am suggesting that you would release that unnecessary weight. If you don't have to carry it, don't carry it. You surely don't have to carry any weight that does not belong to you. But I know that that is challenging for us. Why? Because we're nurturers. Why? Because we love our family and we love our friends. But I want you to know that there are some weights in this new year that we really don't have to carry. So the message that I'm trying to get over to you is that we must be willing to do more self-care. Self-care helps us to get ahead of those challenging days, those difficult days. Doesn't mean that we're not going to have any challenging days. Doesn't mean that we're not going to have any difficult days. But if we get ahead of those days, then we will be able to handle them a little better. I would say a lot better, because I know what putting in the work does for you. So I'm suggesting that you do more self-care, that you spend time outside, walking, getting in touch with nature. Sit in a park, sit quietly, listen for the voice of the Lord. Get in tune with what He is saying to you. Self-care this year is vitally important. And those of you, most of you follow me on my personal page, you know that on my birthday, I launched my new self-care journal, Healthy in Mind, Body, and Spirit. I want you to know that we really got to get there, even when we feel like we can't. So much has happened in this year of 2020 that could mess up our mental space. Mental space. Meaning those things that could cause us to always feel like we are on the edge. If we would allow ourselves to get ahead of those moments, realize what you can tap into when you feel those moments. Burn candles. Spend time in meditation. Spend time writing in a journal. If you don't have a journal, just spend time writing on a notebook paper or in a tablet. Make self-care a priority this year. It's for you. And it's necessary for you. It's not selfish. And I will be coming live in the group. This is actually where I will be spending most of my time this year. I will be sharing very little on my personal page. You will begin to see that I'm going to be spending more time here, more time with my sisters. Sisters have always been very dear to me, but I'm going to make it a priority to spend more time here in this group. So I wanted to come on before we begin our work week on tomorrow to offer some suggestions for us to move forward in this new year. Self-care. Yes, we can get our nails done. We can get our hair done. We can get our lashes done. We can get massages. We can get pedicures. We can do all of that. Those are forms of self-care. But the self-care that is going to get us through those difficult moments are the intimate moments that we spend with the Lord. Those quiet moments, those still moments. Make a commitment to yourself that you're going to do more of that in 2021. Take more time to be still, more quiet moments, Get out by yourself. A walk, a bike ride, a motorcycle ride. If you have a motorcycle, get out. Fresh air. But most of all, make self-care a part of your life this year. Make it a part of your life. It's for you. I promise you that when you begin to practice self-care, you will feel so much better. Things that used to worry you won't worry you anymore. Problems that used to be a burden, not when you begin to practice self-care. Why? Because you know what to tap into when you feel that coming on. You know where to reach. You know where to reach and grab it. You know where to get in tune. You know what to do. And what I'm suggesting is that we do it early. We wait and we do it at the last minute. We wait until it's too late. And then we're overwhelmed. We're frustrated. No, let's make it a priority. More bubble baths this year. Stop jumping in the shower, running in there and just washing the nest. No, spend some time with yourself in that bathtub. Spend some time with you. Self-care, self-love. It is so vitally important. So I wanted to come on and share this information as we prepare to go into this new work week that we've never seen before. This new work week of experiences that we've never had to deal with. Get up early in the morning. Make self-care a priority. Start now. Don't wait till times get tough. Don't wait until times get hard. But start that self-care commitment. If you haven't done it yet in 2021, begin tomorrow. It's only the 4th day and it's not too late. This is my challenge to you. This is a real challenge because I want to see more of us healthy in mind, body, and spirit. Not looking good on the outside and raggedy on the inside. No, we want our inside to look as good as we look on the outside. Make a commitment. Make a promise to yourself that self-care, healthy in mind, body, and spirit, that it will be your portion this year. Promise me that you will make a commitment to you, for you. I want you to know that you deserve it. You deserve that time with you. You deserve that quiet time with you. You deserve it. Take advantage of it. Some days we feel like we don't have time. I want you to know that you got to make time. Get up earlier or stay up late. It's all yours. So join me on this journey, on this self-care journey, healthy in mind, body, and spirit. I wanted to share this with you today. Thanks for joining. Have an awesome day, and God bless each of you. Coach Sandara.